Hi, Herman Ferguson here again with the new Supra Sport. The numbers are 255, differential .043, and I drilled this one 55 by 4.5 by 35 because of the other Supras. I thought this would kind of be similar, but this one's a good one. We definitely have something new here in the Supra line. It's our first solid Supra. You see the colors orange and blue, I'm gonna say sky blue. And let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. This is Big Ben. It's a shot we use for our Wednesday single scratch league. And it's kind of heavy in the middle, so let's see how the Supra responds. Oh. Oh. That wasn't even very good, but as you can see, it held thanks to Big Ben. I'm gonna try and swing this one a little more. That was my nervous for the camera shot. This Supra is nothing like the rest of them. I may go get the Supra clutch. I do have it in the car. See if we can get this one wider. That's better. Ooh, yeah, it got to the dry a little bit. I'll get rid of the nerves in a minute. I'm a camera shy guy. Before, for the camera, I was warming up and I was striking a whole lot. Funny that happens when the camera comes on. All right, let's not do what we just did. Let this one go. That's much better. That's much better. Yeah, that is nothing like the other Supras in the line. Like I said, this is our first solid Supra. I've been throwing this for the last 3-4 days, and this ball, we got it right. We got this one right. This one will be staying in my bag, and it's in the this should be in the medium oil category. Wow. You see how the continuation is on this ball. I'm amazed. I've been with Motiv for, I think it's my 12th year. There has been no Supra, not even, in my opinion, remotely close to this one. And I have done nothing to this ball but maybe refresh the cover. Let's throw another one to see if we can get it wide. That's really wide. That's really wide. Woo! And you see the ball still continues through the pins. It is not stopping, it is not deflecting, it is rolling over these pins. It is, and like I said, this is Big Ben. This is not Alhambra's house shot. All right, let's see if we can get one back in the middle here. A lot of people question me about the crown, so clarify that a bit. The heavy oil in the middle. Let's see if I can keep it in there. Oh! Oh! As you can see, got it more in the middle of the lane. It did drift out to where you should play on Big Ben. But as you can see, it just destroyed the pins. I love Motiv more than, I shouldn't say more, but just about as much as anybody. And This ball is impressive. I have thrown big games with this ball the last few days, and I can't say I have thrown early as many big games as I've thrown with this one. You've seen it on TV. It's quite impressive. I'm gonna move two. I'm gonna go 2 and 2 and see if we can test the limitations. I'm gonna cut the heat signature down. Wow. That's the ball you want. That's one where you can control your speed and still get similar ball reactions and have no doubt. Kudos to the ball designers at Motiv. You guys came up with one here. We released the Supra line a little early this year. It's usually marketed during the summer months, you know, where ball sales are not usually at your peak. So we decided to release it a little early, and I'm glad they did. This ball goes with me on the PBA 50 tour. It's not quite benchmark, in my opinion. Let's move another 2. Try and keep it in the crown. Got out a little, but as you can see, it just has no problem getting back. This cover is the Black Venom cover. Same cover on the Black Venom. And it reacts nothing like a Black Venom. I love the Black Venom. I don't have one with me to compare. I should have bought one. I bought a Supra to compare. Black Venom is overall smoother. It doesn't, as you can see, this ball comes back on the backs when it leaves the end of the pattern. I probably would be definitely more right with a Black Venom. Able to go up and at them more. That's what I like about the Black Venom, and a lot of the staffers do. Black Venom isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Ball sales are still great, but this Supra, I'm gonna move another 2, getting closer to ball return. Really gonna try and stay around the 3-pin. Let's see if we can do that. Let's call it that instead of the crown, so I don't get 50 million questions about it. I don't mind answering them. Still. Wow. I'm speechless. This ball is, wow. I will be getting another one, ladies and gentlemen. This is, for sure. I'll drill another one and maybe do another video comparison and probably push the numbers up a little bit. Maybe I'll go 60 or 65 by 5 1/4. 35 is coming off the back too much. I shouldn't say too much, but just perfectly. I don't know if I want to push that number lower for me. I probably would go 40 or 45 and see what happens. Maybe we can get a cleaner reaction to what this ball does. But this one, I set this up properly. All right, we're up against the ball return. I'm trying to stay around the 3-pin. We've got a handful of that one. All right, we found it. There's limitation number 1. That didn't come off very well. So we found something where it didn't dig in the oil too much there. But I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna cut the heat signature down some. Kick that off. I don't feel like shooting that. I know a few other the video guys say don't punch it off. J.R. Raymond. This Barnes. Don't punch them off too much. The hype. And that's where I got the setup from the hype. So kudos to him. I'm gonna cut it down some. Let's cut the speed down. We'll go a little wider, see if we can get it to see it. There we go. There we go. We got it to see it a little. This ball is, I'd run to a pro shop to get one. This is pretty impressive. And again, I've been with Motiv a while, and this one is a lot of uses. Let's make sure that wasn't a fluke. Let's stay up against the ball return. I'm gonna cut it down even more. See if I can get it to see it. Oh, I got a handful of that one. Oh, yes. I got a handful of that one. It's supposed to be a light oil, medium light oil. And these are fresh. They are by no means bowled up. I bowled a game to warm up. This ball is forming like that. All right, let's move back to where we were going 10 back. See if we can still throw a normal shot. Well, that's wide. First ringing 10, but still impressive. I am getting over the jitters a little, throwing it more like me. I wouldn't pass this one up. I think it's a medium price point. It's not a big ball. Oh, that's all hand right there. We got a ton of that one. Oh, yes. Oh, that's all hand right there. We got a ton of that one. Oh, yes. We got a bit full of that one. They ain't shy. AVB changes pretty quickly. You gotta kind of watch your ball motions. You can definitely put scores up here. It is definitely a high scoring center in my opinion. Some people would disagree, but I tend to score well here. All right, let's move two more. That kind of rolled up on me. A little wide. We're back in. This ball does not deflect. It just does not. I think I'm gonna run to the car compared to a super clutch. Now the super clutch that I have, 5500, does not suit my game. As you can see, I am not a big rev guy. I don't know what my rev rate is these days. I'm a 62-year-old man, so I'm gonna say by looking at it, it's probably about 350 maybe, 330, 350, somewhere up in there. I would love it to be 400. I could lie to y'all and say that. I don't think it's 400. I think it's like 330, 350. I haven't checked it in a while. I haven't checked my rev rate since I went down to Kegel about 5-6 years ago. I know the guys that are doing these films could check them. They have a way of doing them. I watch them, so we might do that. All right, let's try it again. Ooh, that's terrible. I didn't even throw that good. And that ball rolled back. I'm speechless. I mean, this ball does nothing but strike. I've thrown a couple of bad shots, you've seen them. But for the most part, this is straight through video. We have not edited that much. I've probably thrown maybe 4 shots that didn't strike. And 1 ring 10. It's pretty freaking amazing. We throw a couple of more. Then I'll go get the super clutch. I'm gonna doctor on it a bit, because like I said, I sanded it down. 5500 does not suit me. And I knocked it down to maybe 3,000, 2,000. I don't know, we got some alarm going on here. I don't know where that is. Let's try that same shot. May have found something here. Throw the same shot, try and keep it in the oil. I got it wide, that's gonna strike. Funny you can call your own strikes. If I get it to the spot it's supposed to get to, it's gonna strike. Good, it's damn good. I'm definitely gonna get another one. And I tend to gravitate the balls that I throw well. Like I said, this one's gonna be in my bag for sure. The Evoke that I did last week, that one is good. Has its purpose. Black Venoms, I keep my bag. Jackal Ghost, probably the GOAT next to the Venom Shock. Those are always in my bag. I like the Apex Jackal, but it has its purpose. It's a pearl. I love the Prides, even though that line doesn't exist anymore, as you can see on TV. EJ threw it the first week, and Matt Russo threw it last week. It's a very good ball for oil. It picks up the mid lane where you can see it. Of course, the Steel Forge, you don't go anywhere without one of those. All right, let's try and play the oil line again, not get it so wide. All right, let's try staying in the oil again. Now we're in the oil this time. And there we go, that's a ring 10. So now we're in the oil this time. And there we go. It's not afraid of oil. I'll embarrass myself and shoot a spare for a change. Just so I can make 10 pins. But let me go to the car, get to do a quick comparison. See if we can see a difference. I'll throw it with the current 1500, and then we'll try to bring it back up. All right, we're gonna, this has probably about 2,000, I'm going to say. And it's normal at 5,500. I couldn't do nothing with this ball at 5,500. It was definitely a light oil ball. I'm gonna stay in the same spot I stood with the Super Sport. And it's the same thing. As you can see, it did not nearly shape as much as a Super Sport. It went basically 60 feet. It did not do anything. It exited the deck at the 9 pin. Definitely something we could very much see. Let's try it again. Get this one a little wider. It's got surface on it, so it probably will get back. Ooh, that's terrible. As you can see, just went straight. Went through the pins, it went straight. And that wasn't a very good shot on top of that. And with that surface, it's hard to get me to push it. Get it to push that way. Because you see it's digging in the front. And it's hard for me to get it to push where I need it to get to. Let's try it again. Tilt the lane a bit. See if we can get it that way. Tilting the lane means I'm turning my body and my chest muscle to try and get it to release. It's a little better. Ooh. It's a little better. Ooh. But you can see it's not, the shape is totally different. It's not shaping. Pretty much going straight, and it gets it back in and may roll a little bit, but nothing like the Super Sport. I'll throw the Sport now, show you what I mean. Stand in the same spot. The Super Sport, if I did what I just did, it would have, no question, would have hooked through the nose. It won't sit there like that. And I won't have to tilt the lane like I just did. I'll be able to throw this nice and easy. See, that's much more easier to get it to go through the front part of the lane. As the Super Clutch, it's digging. I'm gonna throw it one more time. Then I'm gonna take a time out and knock it down to 4,000 so you can see the difference. And hopefully, these are turbos, by the way. Shout out to Mike Magdalene. Turbo grips. See if we can get this one to go out. That's better. But you can see how lazy it is. I did strike and getting good pin action. Kind of like that surface on that Supra clutch. I never really did it till a couple of days ago and getting kind of a good reaction out of it. Now, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna knock this cover down to 4,000. So you can see the difference in ball reactions from 2,000 and 4,000. Always keep pads dusted a little bit. I usually use water, but trying to get a different effect here. So that's the 4,000 pad. I don't use it very much, so it pretty much will be 4,000. Let's stay in the same spot. Hopefully it'll get to the fronts a little cleaner. Yeah, it got to the fronts a lot cleaner. As you can see, a little bit better reaction. Stores a little bit more down lane than with 2,000. It's not, no way does it shape like a Super Sport. We'll throw one more with the 4,000 right now. And then we'll close with the Super Sport. Let's move over a board, try and get it more in the dry. You know, this is a hybrid cover compared to a solid cover, but I cannot get it to push as easy as I can a Super Sport. Okay, there we got to the dry that time. But as you can see, that's a wrap 10. It's lazier on the back end. You'll see in a second that from that same area, the Sport, no joke. Go back to the Super Sport. At that same area, I won't have to force it nearly as much as I had the Super Clutch. Oh yeah, that's good. Look at that. See the difference immediately, how that ball shaped and how continuous it was through the pins. And I didn't quite get it out as wide as I did the clutch on the last shot. You can still see how that ball just, right now it's just going through, this is annihilating the pins. And for a guy like me who's not a big hand guy, it's actually fun. I could do this all day. Who doesn't like striking? Oh, one more for the road. Ooh, that's wide. Ooh, that's wide. I am impressed, and not because I work for Motiv. This ball is for a light oil, medium light oil ball. And a lot of the staffers are on tour throwing it already. I keep saying, we got this one right. Be great for seniors with slow ball speeds. I'm a senior, but I still get it up around 15 miles an hour. There are people who throw it much slower. This is your answer. Let's go 3 left for the road. So I caught a mitt full of that one. Oh, oh, here we go. That's as good as it comes. Pick one up today. I'm gonna sign off here. All right, that was the video for the Super Sport. As you can see, very impressive. Very pretty ball, I think. I like it. The release date is 3/18, and pick yours up then. You won't be disappointed. This is Herman Ferguson, again, signing off. Wait till the next video. I'm fine. I mean, you're doing the editing. I know that's not fun.